So good morning. We're trying to speak to you very quickly. It's going to be our look of judge again. But we also said you're supposed to, our Mosaic law says you're supposed to stone a blasphemous person, an idol worshiper. We only believe in our beloved God who's God alone. Judgment against this weekend. It's our high holy day, Rosh Hashanah, KIPOR, and we're glad Judgment Day is coming, and our high holy days are coming, which Rosh Hashanah, KIPOR, and it's beautiful. And then we have Sukkot and all the other holidays that come after that. But we want to talk about Judgment Day because I keep saying the same thing when I mention it. It's the last of the final judgment. It's the final judgment. So everybody knows that. So we just want to let you know. Now, I'm sure they tried to murder me. There was a bus driver that told a lie about the end of the line of the bus. And so when I was on the bus, he told there was going to be another bus, but it never came. He told that he was going to be he would go back where I take the bus. The bus driver didn't do that. He said, and so he told me to get off the bus. But I said, and over by the border. And so I got off at France. He said so, and so because the bus goes that way. Then everybody the bus, there was no bus. Somebody said, and they would say to me, and they kept going. Then I heard people, it's dark out there, and everything would be closed. And then I heard people like outside saying things, harassing like they always do. He said, and I said, and it's obvious they had me out there, the crooks to try to murder me. I could speak to you today. So it said, before me and my beloved husband can speak, and our family can speak to you about things. And so we just want to let you know that too. And I said, well, you're going to, it's judgment in a few days, and you're going to be judged for what you've done. Because I said, so we just want to let you know that too. And I said that to people that are hiding in the dark that I couldn't see, sound like male voices. So basically, and so now then when the bus came, I was really this morning I was really angry because they lied like that. The bus driver lied like that, and so we just said, and it was obvious they were trying to the people that couldn't kill us were trying people that couldn't kill me and my beloved husband Coach Sweet were trying to get somebody else to try to kill us. Basically said, now we own all those airlines, Mr. Sid, including we own part of Air France. Okay, Concorde. We know that the Concorde was a fast jet, but I'm sure the people that heard us saw sabotage the Concorde. So I just looked at remember the last flight? Okay, so we just looked at that the people got hurt. So we just looked at that too. So they had something to do with that. But I heard us all. So we had a restaurant here that one of our beloved aunt and mothers had, and she named it the Concorde. And the people would come and they would have lunch at her restaurant, and then they would go and catch the Concorde. So we just let you know that too. So we're sure from word on high revealed that and remember the donkey, that somebody had something to do with hurting the Concorde, like the people that came up against me and my beloved husband came up at his feet, and our family to the people had something to do with hurting, sabotaging the jet because they didn't have anything like that. Okay, so now we want to speak to you. As other things I wanted to say to you about our high holy days, because it's really beautiful, our high holy days, and that's exactly what it is. So, and beautiful worship of our beloved God who's God alone, and the people are blasphemous. So I was talking about a harlot and a whore. We're so sick of the harlots and whores and dirty men, because they're the ones who try to hurt us all. Now, but they try to force us to believe something that's not real, and we're not going to believe anything but our beloved God who's God alone, who sits above the vault of the sky. I'm going to show you the sky, because I wanted to show you that I'm over by the water. It's quite beautiful, and that's holy, because only God can make water. Because we want to show you it's kind of hazy, this sunny, and it's really early. So we just let to that too. So they want to try to make all of us who believe in God in a whore. We're not believing in any whore. We're not believing in any putz man that goes around and does dirty things with dirty people that commit crimes. So then they're going to get in front of me and try to talk over me, and nobody wants to hear these dirty people. But we only believe in our beloved God who's God alone, who lives above the vault of the sky and sits on that throne we describe to you. Because that's our God. We're our God's children. Because our book tells you that we're the children of our beloved God who's God alone. We had a vision a few months ago, because they're just trying to do everything that's false. That God let us get behind the throne, and we're all get rid of that false thing, but we're part of this judgment. That won't be around to bother us anymore. It's been declared not. That's not our God. Our God's not coming down here. We have seen our people with us. The people that are doing that, they're terrible. They believe that they're supposed to go around pushing dirty things, homosexuality, and hurt them, and we are not going to accept that. And Pastor Charles went to jail for killing her uncle. Him and Mr. Robinson and Mr. Robinson's daughter, who he's married to, and another man. He killed her uncle the guard in Albania. Remember that we wrote it? And then they spent 5 years in the mental institution party in Albania. And then when they got to they weren't gonna try their best to kill us, but after they got institution in jail. So the people that help people, somebody went to a mental institution and instead of tried to kill us. Mr. Robinson is Hitler's son, and Victoria is Hitler's granddaughter, and Mr. Robinson and Victoria and Pastor Charles are together. And Pastor Charles took Victoria as his woman, as his wife. And it's really disgusting. And Victoria even had a baby by her own father to try to make her child Hitler's grandson. And he was like, he was really messed up because his mother had a baby with his grandfather, and he said he wasn't normal. So these crazy people helped these people. So the people that you see attacking, they know what they're doing. I hope Pastor Charles is a homosexual. It said, and a dirty man. And all the other things. He raped our family members. He kidnapped. He tried to rob our banks. He killed our family members. We saw him. I saw him during our kid abduction. He took our grant on, who was a Rothschild. She was trying to rescue me. She had polio as a child. She was wearing her green mohair coat. That's right. She wore a green mohair coat. They took her, Pastor Charles, and threw her in the water on the other side of here, by here. She said to me, that's all right, I'll be back, she said to me, because she's a Jew and she believes in God, and we know she'll be back. That's all I had to do. All I could do was like kick the man who was involved in kidnapping abduction, because it said, Imposter Charles, these people help something like that? The people you see that willingly did that, who think it's right. George Bush was his intimate a partner, and that he was on the Hague film. They were on the Hague film doing nasty things, along with Beyonce, was actually a man. It's just with breast implants, Adolf Eichmann's son-in-law. So the Nazis did things. Okay, so these people that are attacking and doing things for them and saying that false thing are guilty of helping the devil. That's the devil. The actor showed Pastor Charles the fairy, and a really bad thing. So just let you that too. Now, we just want to let you know that. So obviously trying to do something to us to keep us from telling you these things, what Pastor Charles had done. And then when they got out of that mental institution, a mental institution jail in Albania. And then they threatened Queen Elizabeth, and they threatened me and my beloved King Elizabeth, and they threatened our they came to English. Okay, we'll talk to you since we can. We'll write some things. But it's going to be a judgment day soon. It's going to be Shabbat soon. So you've been ready for that, because it's beautiful that God judges everybody, no matter what they believe, no matter what they've done. Everybody gets judged by our God that sits on that throne, and that's our God. That's God that the book of Daniel describes behind the throne, that sits on the throne, and that's our house that you see. It's just because we obtained the Holy One. The Holy One is the Most High, and we take possession of the kingdom, and that's our royal house, the house of Judah. There are other things in the Tanakh and Torah about our house too. People don't usually mention them, but we have them. We have all those things. So that other thing is false. They tried to sit on the throne of our God. Pastor Charles, when he came, he tried to say he's not that. Then he had to then he had to confess what he actually was. He actually said he was Gog of Magog in Pastor Charles, and that's the devil. And they get the same thing as Sodom and Gomorrah God. They get fire and brimstone. Okay, and that's over there. That's not over here. It's not any part of our kingdom. And so just let you say, he was Uncle Sam at Pastor Charles, and Nazi Germany. Like the twin cities in Sodom and Gomorrah, bad America and Germany. So we believe only in our beloved God is God alone. The other thing is false, people, because we know the other thing has to be the devil, and it hates us. It's not our God. When God in the thunderings spoke to me in Istanbul 2010, and I said, God, it's only you. It's not that other thing. Then God says, now tell everybody you can live for eternity. Okay, I'm trying to stop it, and alert, but talk to you since we can.